Hey guys, and welcome back. Alright, so it looks like Monster Super League posted not too long ago on their Facebook that there's going to be the number one, the return of Phibian for Rebirth, which I highly recommend. And if you're watching this video, please continue to watch it so you can understand why I highly recommend that you get a Phibian, if not two. There's also going to be a Succubus event, which I'll include in the video. Obviously not right now, but I'll include it in the video so you guys can see it if you don't have Facebook. And I think like what is it, Wendigo and was it Wolf? Wendigo and Wolf are coming back for the Guardian Dungeons, but that's whatever. But I'm really excited for Phibian, so I figured, you know, now's the perfect time to go ahead and actually review the Phibians. I have the fire, the water, and the wood, but I don't have the light or the grass. But let's go ahead and look at the Astro Guide real quick, and I'll just give you guys a rundown of all of them and see if, you know, are they worth getting? Are they worth the pain of Rebirth? Let's go ahead and start with the fire one. Alright, the fire one is an attacker, of course, and he looks totally cool. He's totally, when I first saw Phibian, like when I first started the game, I was like, Greninja? Is that you? Is that you, Greninja? But the fire one, nothing too crazy. Decent attack as an attacker. He does have defense down as the first skill, and you can skill book him, and he has blind as the second skill, meaning the fire one, his stats overall aren't bad at all, but the fire one is pretty much just a Titans mon, and there's not really an issue of if you should build him or not. If you have enough Phibians to build the fire one and you do Titans a lot, then build him. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. Build him. You can skill book him, and he's gonna be a decent fire attacker. Now let's go to the water one. The water one is a tank. You guys might have fought in one. I think there's one in Tower of Chaos. There's a couple in Tower of Chaos. Maybe there's a couple in the story. If not, if you do clan versus clan, you probably have ran into a couple, which are extremely annoying. If the regular one had a little bit more color variation, then I would definitely like the regular one better, but I have to give it to the variant one with that one. And his stats overall aren't that great, but he has like a crap ton of HP, and he is just a tank, and both his skills are adrenaline on a 3-star skill, and then his 5-star skill is stun. So again, he's not really geared towards Titans. You could use him in Titans if you want, but he's not really geared towards that. He's more like a clan defense mon, or possibly like low tier PvP. Only issue with him is that he can get burst down, and if somebody out there has like probably like a grass falc or a hard grass hitter, one defense down and he's gone. He's done. But overall, he's quite a good mon if you do have the Phibians. I would definitely build him as well and just throw him in your clan versus clan team if you do clan versus clan. If you don't, I mean, you can definitely get by without using him. I think mine is level 30 because I've been raising up the grass one first, but he's definitely on my list of mons to raise. But he does a really good job of surviving and annoying you with that stun if he can get it off. So overall, he's not a bad mon, but he's more of a defensive mon. Do not build him with attack because I don't know why you would do that. But if I were to build him, I would probably do HP and double defense. The set really doesn't matter. You could give him life or protection or resist probably, and I'll include the builds, of course, in the video as I go on. Let's go to the grass one over here. There we go, the little froggy. I don't know if it depends on how new you are, but since they recently changed it, but like getting like a grass Phibian from Skyfall, like Extreme, took me like, I think it took me like 2 weeks straight to get this dude, for even one to pop up, and you can't continue the quest in the storyline until you get him. And I'm just like, why? I've ran into like 85 chimeras, I ran into 85 Shellys, I have all the Shellys in the world, but not one single Phibian. And I think I remember reading on like Reddit that some guy had actually ran into a Phibian and then he missed, so he couldn't capture him. And I'm just like, bruh, I'm sorry, just sell your game, dude. Sell your game. It's over. It's awful. But I'm really glad that 433 changed. I think it was the water one and the grass one. I'm really glad they changed that, because that quest was like gag me with a machete. But this is the grass one, of course. The variant definitely beats the regular one out the water. Take a look at his stats. He's balanced, so overall he's not a bad mon. He's decent. His stat distribution is decent. He's double defense downer. He's basically like a 3-star grass or wood wukong. That's basically what he is. All he is there for is just to debuff mons. And like I said before, I recently raised him. I got him to level, he should be level 60 now, fully skill booked up. And I use him and the Wood Miho interchangeably in the dragons, but he's just really a Titans mon, because double defense down, he's golden. He's golden. If you do Titans, I definitely recommend him. He's not necessary for dragons, but sometimes I prefer him over Wood Miho, because even though she has stun on her 5-star skill, double defense down, especially on the 5-star skill, and it hitting everybody, can definitely help in dragons when you have an AoE that you can get off. But overall, the farmable Phibians, which is the fire, the wood, and the water, they're somewhat easily attainable. Once you get a siphon set, or once you get that far in the game, you should be able to do Skyfall, you know, within a minute and a half. So he's somewhat farmable. I mean, it might take time. Like, I think it took me around a couple weeks to get all 3 of them, the Evo 3, but he's definitely farmable. So during the Rebirth Fest, if you're getting them and you haven't got a light or dark Phibian, which I'm about to get to in a moment, then don't stress out, guys. You know, what I would do, honestly, I would just grab one of each if you can spare the room, and just pull them to the side. Because like I said, all of them, at least, you know, within this context, the fire, the water, and the wood, all of them are great mons in their own sense if you do clan versus clan, or if you do Titans. But I mean, they're not make or break, but they're easily accessible and they're easily farmable. So I'm like, why wouldn't you build them, you know? But let's go ahead and go to the light one real quick, and we got to save the best for last, which is the dark one. Hey, maybe that will come back. I wish Light Radius will come back. Okay, so the light one is a defender. That variant is, I don't like the variant. I think I like the regular better. He has a good chunk of defense on him, obviously, because he's a defender. Not bad overall. Definitely just the PvP mon, or clan versus clan mon. I have seen quite a couple in clan versus clan, but I don't ever remember them being as annoying as the water one. Let's take a look at his skills. Seal and stun. So like I said, definitely PvP, clan versus clan. There's other mons that could replace him. He's obviously not the best. I would still build one, at least the Evo 3, and either release it or just store him, because while he's not bad, if you're into PvP, I feel like he's gonna drop off quite quickly because of all the resists, and I'm sure you can skill book him up as well. But with him being a defender, he's more of that mon on a PvP defense team that you want to either have pop out and surprise somebody, or have from the get-go just coming out the gate like hardcore, just straight smashing dudes, you know what I mean? So I mean, I can't really say much about him. I'm gonna build one just to have him, but I personally don't have any, I guess, any place for him compared to the other ones. I personally don't have a place for him, but I'm sure other dudes out there do, and I do see him off and on, just not that much because he's not bad, but there's just other mons you can have to do his same job, if not better, if that makes any sense. And last but not least is the one we all want, or the one that people already have, like my friend Itza. She already has one, but why not get another one? You know, why not? Come on, it's free 4-star rebirth fodder since Spinks is out of here after this clan fest. So he's a balanced type. Let's look at the variant. I'm digging the variant. I like that black. The black, white, gray, and red is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So overall, stat-wise, he's pretty much similar to the wood Phibian because he's balanced as well. His stats aren't bad at all. But what makes him so amazing is, let's take a look at his skills real quick. Okay, so he's a dark type and he's balanced, so he's critical hit reliant, but he has battle rush on his first skill, and we can skill book that as well. But what battle rush does is restore both your HP and your SP by 20% each turn. I mean, every time he gets his 3-star skill off, it's going to restore your HP and your SP by that much. So what that means is he'll be able to get off his his 5-star skill, which heals everybody by 10% of his own max HP fairly quickly. Like, probably depending on his damage and his HP, he can heal probably quite a bit and get adrenaline off every maybe 2 to 3 turns max because of battle rush. Because if you have like a mini Sarah or any other mount battle rush is like confirmed OP. So he's not gonna have any trouble surviving for quite a while, and he's gonna be able to heal everyone. And he's a dark type, so he gets that 100% crit damage bonus. So you already have to raise him with crit anyways. So he's definitely worth it in my opinion. He's easy and flexible to build, and especially as a new player, you having a solid mon like Dark Phibian, he's definitely going to help you go far. I did read on Reddit, a guy said that he's been using Dark Phibian especially for like PvP as well, because that heal and battle rush in general is just unreal, and him being balanced, I mean, you can burst him down, you can burst pretty much any mon down, but you know, it's going to take a little bit more effort, and I feel like he's going to be not game changing because he's already in the game and he's been in the game forever, but he's going to be a nice boost to certain teams. And like I said before, if you're new to the game, he's definitely one that I would try my hardest to pick up on. If you can get one, just pray to the gods, just pray to the gods that you can pick up one, because pick up one with a square, because battle rush is crit reliant, unfortunately. But like I said, he's dark type, so him being dark type and crit reliant means you need to build him with crit, and that's pretty much it. You need to build him with crit in order for him to do what he needs to do. If not, battle rush is pretty much useless on him, because you're not going to get crit, you're not going to crit, battle rush is not going to activate, adrenaline is not going to activate. Rest in peace to the squad, game over, bruh. That's basically it. So like, I highly recommend that you build at least one. If not build, at least get one to Evo 3. Not even that. If you can just pull one dark one, throw him in your storage, throw him aside, make sure he has a square, but throw him aside. You can farm out all the Phibians you want after the rebirth, after his rebirth's over for July, and you can build them later down the road if you want. But I'm definitely trying to build one as soon as possible. Like, I'm getting up my rebirth fodder because I want one. I definitely want one, and I don't think I've been this excited for rebirth since I can't recall. I know when I first began, Miho was getting a rebirth, but unfortunately I was only playing for like 2 weeks before, and I tried my hardest to get a Dark Miho. I didn't even get a Light Miho. I got nothing. So this one I'm kind of like, okay, it's time to go in. And the good part about me though is that I finished all the Phibians besides the Light and the Dark one. So I can just focus on throwing whatever I can into the into his little rebirth pool and hopefully get him with a square. Triple square master race would be nice, but even with a square it'll be nice. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for having Phibian to come back, because it's an opportunity to get something that new players like me haven't been able to get. Like I said before, he's not a game changer. None of the Phibians are game changers, but all in all, for them to be Nat 3s and Nat 4s, they are the better of the bunch. They're easily farmable. They look pretty cool, and they can be skill booked as well. So I mean, there's not really any excuse as to why you won't build one unless you just don't want one, which I mean, I can understand. But there's my little fire one, triple square master race. Let's look at his skills real quick. So 20% activation up on his defense down. Where is it at right now? So 80% down. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. His AoE gets a nice boost as well with blind, even though he's just a Titansmon. Yeah, his AoE gets a 25% boost, which pretty darn good, to be honest. Take a look at the wood one. I mean, not the wood one, the grass one. Not the grass one. What am I saying? The water one. Adrenaline 20% and 70%. So after skill books 25% and then 80%. So him fully skill booked up on like a clan versus clan defense team. And if he gets his 5-star skill off, it might be rest in peace to the squad, you guys. Rest in peace to the squad. Definitely hold on to your skill books. I gotta tell myself that it's 8 because it is 8 skill books. For some reason I always see 10, maybe because I see level 5 and then I see 2 skills. I'm like 5 times 2 equals 10, but you only need 8 skill books. So definitely try and get some more of those skill books for Dark Phibian at least. Okay, my wood one is he is 16. He's fully skill booked. So 2 turns 80% down, 80% chance for defense down, and then 2 turns 70% chance for defense down. So overall, yeah, definitely not bad at all. Once I get the dark one and on the light one, I can take a look at their skill books. So I might do an update video, like a quick update on him once I get him, if I do get him. But yeah, guys, I'm definitely stoked for this one. Like I said, I'm going all in. I have a whole bunch of garbage mons I need to sacrifice to the gods, and hopefully I get something. And if not, then I'm just gonna cry in a corner because my life's over. But definitely just take my advice. See if you can get at least 1 dark Phibian and 1 light Phibian. If you can get the other 3 as well, just 1 of each, then that's perfectly fine if you're trying to fill out your Astro Guide. If not, don't even worry about the 3 because like I said, they're farmable. What I might do is try and farm out some more mons and start doing Rebirth as soon as it hits and see if I can pull a dark Phibian. If not, I'll just keep all those Phibians and just recycle them over and over and over until hopefully I pull a light and dark Phibian, because like I said, they're easily farmable. It might take you a couple weeks to farm them out, but hey, you can get them anytime you want. You don't have to build them right now, but definitely try and get at least 1, you know. But that pretty much sums up the video, you guys. I'm definitely excited for the Succubus event as well. Like I said before, I'll include it right here in the video again, just in case you didn't see it in the beginning. And yeah, hopefully July is going to be a really good month for the Monster Super League, and hopefully it's going to be a really good month for all of us. Also, the exotic I'm thinking is going to be that sleepy looking mon. If I can get a picture of it, I'll throw it up in the video as well. He's going to be the new exotic. Hopefully he doesn't suck, hopefully, but probably not. But mainly this month, focus on Dark Phibian, and the sky's the limit, you guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.